The first issue, my lords, was this.
Professor Satpathy is present.
My lord is present. Is there?
Samna Kwan also. Yes, please.
My lord, the first issue, my lords, was this installation of display boards.
No, it's non-availability of essential medicine in Nirmaya Hotel. So 309B. What is that 309B order? 4925 order person. Actually, we took up this matter basing on a report that essential medicines are not available in Nirmaya Center and it is causing dissatisfaction. And on that day, Professor Satpathy assured this court that digital boards shall be placed in each Nirmaya Center of SCB Medical College, displaying as to what are the medicines available alphabetically, and if stock of any medicine is not available, the same shall also be reflected in such digital boards so that the patients need not wait in queue for hours together and the doctors are to prescribe generic medicines in the hospital medicine writing pads and not on plain paper. So on that day, you also placed on record a communication which has been made from Chief Executive Officer Orissa Computer Application Center addressed to Director, Directorate of Medical Education and Training, DMET, indicating the cost estimated of 8 number of digital display boards. The same is taken on record. Acha. Then Professor Satpathy said that since the total cost is 11,42,240, the tender is likely to be floated for this purpose, and it may take some time to procure and install the same. So, what has happened in the meantime?
In fact, 10 number of boards were to be installed. 8 have already been installed.
No, has it been made functional?
My lord.
Mr. Professor Satpathy.
Sir, namaskar, sir. The 8 numbers of units are installed, but the power supply we have written to the R&B department to give power supply, and regarding line connection we are taking steps.
Professor Satpathy, just we want to know, you have mentioned in your that it has been work order was issued to Messrs. Art Soft Technology Limited for installation of 10 numbers of digital display boards at Nirmaya Kendras, CT scan, MRI areas of SCB MCS Cutter. And as per the latest status, the agency has already installed 8 display boards out of 10. Remaining 2 units will be installed, commissioned, and integrated with Nirmaya Swanso within 3 weeks. That is so far as the remaining 2 is concerned. But so far as the 8 display boards which have already been installed, you have mentioned that power connection to the installed display system has not yet been provided by CBMCS. Due to this, the installed system are presently non-functional. So that is the only reason for which power supply ପାଇଁ এই আটটা display board যদিও installed ହେଇଯାଇଛି function ହେଇପାରୁନି.
No,
This is
sir.
the only reason.
No, sir. No, sir. The display board has to be connected with the DVD DMS system and the OEHMIC software system. And after that integration only, this display board will display the medicines in alphabetical order, not because of the power supply. Once that installation process is completed, they will upload the software and that system will be integrated online with the Niramaya stores. Then only the Niramaya store stock can be displayed on that display board.
But
So
you have
that will take
all
some
these
time.
things. You have not mentioned all these things. You have simply stated that it is observed that due to that power connection to this one so has not yet been provided. Due to this, the installed system are presently not non-functional. Mr. Naik, that is the reason given.
My lord.
He is saying that some other reasons
Naik.
also.
This was also not in my knowledge. Now I know because Professor Satpathy.
So everything was brought on record, correct picture.
My lord.
If you have, the question is that if you have installed 8 and you are mentioning in your that for only this reason it is being made non-functional. So it can be done, electricity connection by jadi that can be done. But if you are saying that there are some other reasons also,
My lord.
which is to be done, so all these things should be brought on record. Why this type of letter has been mentioned? General Manager Technical has writing to the SCV. So give us a clear picture.
I'll on the next date, my lords, I'll get it
The
properly.
only reason that is not correct. He says that there are other requirements which is to be carried out or function.
Instruction.
Regarding the state relating to the status report on installation of digital display boards at SCB MCH Cuttack, when the response of the superintendent in charge, Professor Satpathy, was sought, he states that the power non-availability of power connection is not the only reason for non-functioning of the 8 display boards. 8 display boards are already installed, and it is said that because of lack of integration of Niramaya and what system, Professor, you said?
It is Niramaya DVD TMS system with OEHMI system integration with the display board.
Because of lack, because of non-integration of Niramaya stroke DVD MS with the OEHMI system, the boards are not the display boards are not functioning, and it is. When do you expect who is to carry out this?
OCAC is doing, sir. OCAC is doing everything, and they have given a communication to us. They are telling that they will take around 3 weeks to integrate all the system.
Professor, further 3 weeks.
Sir, yes, sir.
And it is brought to the notice of this court the entire installation and functioning of the display system of SCB MCH is handled by Odisha Computer Application Center within bracket OCA, and they have sought for further 3 weeks time to complete, to make it fully functional.
So apart from the OCA, whether any other agencies assistance or cooperation, or they are also necessitated, they are what do you say?
Sir, OCAC has given the tender to one institute, one agency who is doing the work for.
Professor, you are telling something about R&B that you
R&B will give only the electrical connection.
Okay.
Plug point.
Okay. Set up the line.
It is also brought to the notice of the court that the R&B is to provide the electrical connection for functioning of the boards and taking such.
Whether the R&B and OCAC, they are present here?
SCR&B, my lords, this will be there. OCAC probably will not be there.
Who is
SCR&B is here. OCAC will not be here, my lords. because
Namaskar.
SCR&B is
Namaskar.
here.
R&B?
Namaskar, sir.
Yes, you have listened to
Sir.
Professor Satpathy.
Sir.
So what
sir,
assistance is required from you? You are
Sir.
supposed to provide it because it is very essential.
Sir.
So it should be done
My
within.
lord, may I?
Yeah,
The secretary, my lords.
ma'am, you are there? Acha.
Hi,
Ma'am,
sir,
please,
sir, may I speak?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, please.
Sir, since it is concerning multiple departments, I feel it will be better if I can take a review meeting with the associated departments in the coming week to ascertain the present status. Because, sir, R&B officers at the district level may not be in a position to respond in this regard. So we can have a meeting with the R&B state officers and people from the IT department along with OCAC at the department level, and so that we can take this process forward.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Please let me.
Ma'am, another thing, we are now told that only 8 are functional now. I mean,
No, not-
eight have been installed out of 10. Now that you're going to take the initiative, kindly see that all the 10 digital display boards are start functioning.
Noted, sir.
During the deliberations, the Secretary Health and Family Welfare, was the IAS intervened, assuring this court that she will have a joint meeting with the IT, OCAC, and other stakeholders, and will ensure that within the time frame. Tentatively, madam, how much time you think you will take?
Sir, may I request permission to speak to the OCAC? Because, sir, I'm not aware of the time that will be required for the technical integration that Dr. Satpathy was talking about. So once
Yes,
I
yes.
get an understanding, I'll be in a better position to communicate the time taken, that time that will be taken.
It is mentioned that 3
months,
weeks.
3 weeks. In the letter, they have said that that integration they can do it in 2 weeks. You can call it out. So,
Since they
madam,
themselves have given the
what my lord has suggested is to call this matter after 4 weeks, so that in between you can take a
We
stock
will-
of the situation and
we
get
will
back.
have a review next week itself, sir. And since it is a commitment given from their side, I presume they must have taken all things into consideration before making the commitment.
All right, we'll accordingly list this matter 4 weeks after. 4 weeks after. In the Mr. Naik, who appears for OCA?
I'll have to find out. my lords. Offhand,
It's not Mr. Tripathi.
no, Mr. is OSMCL.
Oh, so.
The registry is called upon to issue necessary intimation to the authorized personnel of OCAG to be present either virtually or physically during the next deliberation.
Come to the next, yes, Mr. Naik.
My lord, next issue is open heart surgery in CTVS department.
Yeah.
331B. Order number 331B.
331B.
Dated 25/9/25.
Right. What we wanted in this case, in this order.
So this was concerning the review of the death
Acha,
cases. in
we said that death review. So we asked I think this is the page number 6. This court therefore so directs the superintendent SCB MCH Cuttack to file an affidavit suggesting improvements in medical care and hospital protocols and measures to be taken to prevent lapses, if any, that may have contributed to the increase in mortality rate. Oh, okay. So this year, I think up to August, out of 86 open heart surgeries, there is death of 26. So it is almost 1/3, right? So that is how we have mentioned it. So professor has filed the affidavit. So professor, where are you? Samna Konam. So what you have suggested, how it can be improved the situation?
Lord, regarding that, we have convened a meeting with all the stakeholders like Department of Anesthesiology, Surgery, Medicine, Cardiology, and CTVS head of the department.
Yeah.
And in that meeting, we did a proceeding, and the concerned head of the department suggested many things, and we have mentioned in our affidavit, the committee member suggested the protocols like focus on individual patient-centered care for open heart surgery to improve outcome, continuous quality improvement mechanism to be formulated for patient safety, advanced training program for the doctors and the paramedical staff for open heart surgery, to be more vigilant and careful to the part of anesthesia and surgical team during and after open heart surgery, with a swift response to complications and its early detection to prevent further deterioration of the patient status. Use of advanced anesthesia drugs, consumables, and equipment for open heart surgery procedures. Formation of rapid response team in the Department of CTVS to promptly respond to adverse outcome after open heart surgery. Implement and adhere to cardiac surgery checklist for safe cardiac surgery to reduce mortality. And in that proceeding,
Yes.
it is further stated regarding the evaluation of the patients who are unfit for cardiac surgery, but they need cardiac surgery, but due to some reasons or other, they are not fit for surgery because of the comorbid condition like diabetes, uncontrolled diabetes, and other
No,
things.
that is one aspect, but Professor, we have mentioned in that very order, that this court expects that henceforth the audit team shall rise to the occasion and minutely analyze all the deaths taking place in CTBS department and other departments of SCB-MCH, identify the reasons for such deaths, and clearly point out the potential lapses in medical care or hospital protocols, if any, and how improvement in that respect can be made. It should be done in a transparent manner without any kind of suppression, and all the deaths are not only to be identified and discussed, but confidentiality is to be maintained. It should also be determined whether the care given was consistent with the evidence-based clinical practice, standards of care, and care desired by professionals. Effectively running clinical audit and peer review processes, incorporating analysis of mortality and morbidity contribute to improved patient safety. So this is the thing which we have also mentioned in that respect. So the question why we mentioned it, because we find the format in which this death review was done, nothing, no suggestion has been given that whether there is any lapses on our part, and if so, how, where is the failure and how it can be improved. Because the board, the purpose of the board is to analyze each of the cases, and in that case, everything is to be analyzed, and the persons who are there in that operation, they should also remain present so that they can at least say that what actually went wrong, why the patient died. So that is the reason why we mentioned that it is not a question of that something may go against us. That is why we will not mention in that report, because it is to be mentioned, it is to be maintained confidentiality. We have to see that whatever has been done, but it should not be repeated, because it is an alarming situation when 1/3 death takes place within 3 months, within 8 months, out of 80 odd, 26 dies during open heart surgery. So, what is that thing which is lacking, or in which there is failure, for which so many deaths have taken place? So that is why the purpose of death review board is concerned. And if it is done in a mechanical manner, then the purpose would not be solved. That is the reason why we said that when the purpose of death review board is this, it should be done in a transparent manner. And each case, each death has to be analyzed minutely, and the reason is to be found out. And if any latches are there on the part of the hospital authorities, it should be seen that it should not recur in future, and so that we can check the situation. That is the whole purpose behind it. So, are you sure that whatever you have mentioned here about these 7 things, what further steps, what steps you are likely to be taking on in this matter, this advanced training program for the doctors and paramedical staffs for open heart surgery, where it is to be done, and who is to, how it is, all these things are merely writing this would not do. So we want to also listen something from the ma'am also, if we can, because you have stated that it is necessary that there must be an advanced training program for the doctors and paramedical staffs for open heart surgery. So obviously, as we understand that wherever these open heart surgeries are conducted and the deaths are minimal or they are more successful, if our doctors go on training to those institutes and they acquire the knowledge, that will be useful. That we plainly understand it. So there must be something, some procedure should be laid down, that how the selection is to be made, where they are to go, for what period, and other things. What is your, and we also want to know from ma'am if ma'am can say something about this.
Ma'am, it was an affidavit
May I-
filed by the Commissioner Cum Secretary, my lord.
Yes.
Sir,
Ma'am?
may I?
Yes, please.
So we are in receipt of the affidavit that is submitted by the superintendent of SCB, and we have also had discussions with him. In addition to that, once we had received the report from SCB, we also did consult other medical colleges and tertiary hospitals where such surgeries are happening, and which has lot of credibility as an institution.
No, we
Last
are
week,
not there.
sir, we had sent a team to AIIMS Delhi, and we've also written to them. They have assured us in our informal conversations which I had with them, they have also assured to send a team to in fact facilitate the SCB team to improve, and they've also assured that they would also do a kind of an analysis of what are the factors that are there and how specifically things can improve to help us out. Similarly, I've also had conversations with the head of Kottayam Medical College. Why specifically Kottayam Medical College is because it is one of the few government institutions where heart transplantation, including heart transplantation, very complicated surgeries do happen. So though I'm not a technical person, what I've understood is that mainly the success of a team depends on, number one, the environment within the team. So which by environment, what I understand is that who are part of the team, it is not just the doctors, but the paramedics, the nursing staff. How skilled are they? Are each one contributing as per their skill and knowledge? Is there someone within the team who can contribute better, however, are not able to do at the moment? So this environment within the team is very important. So we will get into a little bit deeper into the team that is existing in SCB. However, sir, after our subsequent to the discussion that we had previously, we did look at the possibility of having a second team. However, what we understand is that due to the dearth of faculty, we are unable to constitute a second team at the moment. But it is definitely possible to make sure that everybody within the team is able to perform as per his or her capability, and none is held back in that sense. So this is one thing that we have done. Second is regarding an assessment about what are the essential things that should be there in the department, and identify the gaps, doing the gap analysis, and then enabling SCB to fill up those gaps. In this regard, again, AIMS Delhi has assured to help us to understand which are the gaps, and to enable SCB, we will be with them to work out a gap filling and to implement the same. So, sir, we understand the concern that you are raising. It is definitely a matter of concern looking at the numbers. However, as supplementing to what Dr. Satpathy mentioned, we need to be a little more careful while choosing patients, looking at different parameters who are able to undergo an open heart surgery. But we need to be a little more open to suggestions as far as skill improvement, team building activities, and skill improvement of not just doctors but paramedics are concerned. Number 3, we will be willing to take help from other good institutions wherever possible, and also taking their help, understand where we can improve and take the process forward. So we will take this as an important activity, sir. And on behalf of the SCB team also, I can assure you that we will help them to do that.
Ma'am, whatever you have mentioned in the affidavit which has been filed, you have stated that the availability of the faculties in such super specialty discipline in the state is very less, and one team or one surgery requires one professor, one associate professor, and one assistant professor senior residents. In addition to that, the ancillary staffs for one surgery are one perfusionist, 3 nurses, so steps will be taken to engage more faculties and senior residents on contractual or so for with appropriate remuneration, so that there is no dislocation and let off in the patient care so far as the open heart surgeries is concerned. Ma'am, if you distinctly remember, we also made a query to you, and you assured that the thing which has happened in the other department should not happen in this department also. So another team should be made ready. So that is why we have taking a clue from you. We mentioned that. Now we do not know that when the professor who is now in the CTBS is retiring, but if he is, let us say, Professor, can you tell anything about that? What is your retirement date?
Namaskar, sir. My lord, I am retiring on May 2027.
Okay, so time is there, sir. The entire thing is done by you, or the associate professor is also doing something, or they are just assisting you and you are doing everything? The purpose of asking this question is something different. That unless, let us say, in our profession also, when the young lawyers are there and everything is done by the seniors, then and the juniors are not allowed to argue matter, whosoever what preparation they might be, they will not feel that confident. So that is why we always ask the seniors to let the juniors also argue the matter, and you be in the side. So we are asking you, are you allowing the associate professor to independently do it and you be there in the side? Are you allowing it?
My lord, yes, sir. Open heart surgery, you need three trained persons. So I am in the team. So when some cases come, we divide among ourselves. Sometimes I will be on the assisting side, and the associate professor is there now with me. He is doing the surgery. Now I am confident that the associate professor who is there can take up this open heart surgeries even after my retire. For open heart surgery, you need a surgeon, the cardiac anesthetist, perfusionist, and trained OT nurses. And we have got enough perfusionists and trained cardiac OT sisters. But we have got one team of doctors for open heart surgery.
Doctor, we are asking you pertinent questions that this death which has taken place 26 days, are you sure that from your side or from the side of the department, everything was okay? There was no latches on our part, on your part?
My lord, we have individually each case we have reviewed, and with the anesthetist and our surgical team, we found out that there is no lapses from our side, because the cases are which we took up in this period is quite sick patient. They are having lot of comorbid factors, and we have explained the patient attendant that these are very, very serious cases. Actually, these cases are referred from the corporate hospitals and even the AIMS Bhubaneswar also. So, but the
You see,
patient attendant.
it is correct that in your death review that nothing mentioned anywhere that what are the latches, what are the problems, how it can be rectified. But since you say that no, from our side there is no latches, but till then 1/3 persons are dying. So some kind of something arose in the mind of the persons that if so many competent persons are there, we are going to a premier institution to have our own surgery, and the state is investing such a huge amount for this, then why it is taking place? Where is the latches? If everything is okay, then why so many days are taking place? We just want to know.
My lord, this, what our superintendents are actually he has told on 4th of October, we had a meeting with different senior faculties of different department of anesthesiology, department of surgery, department of medicine, department of cardiology, and we sat together and we analyzed the thing. Then we have come to a conclusion that there are some lapses, some problems there, and if that has to be corrected. Number
Now
one
you
is
said, Mr. Professor, now you said that there was no latches, nothing was there from your side. And again, you are telling that there was some latches, some. So it is a contradictory statement which you are making. Your statement just before 2 minutes, now it is going contrary to this statement which you have just made. Just you said that from our side, I put a pertinent question to you, whether there is any latches. You said no. Now you are telling that, sir, some kind of latches, some kind we have discussed and we'll try to. So that's something we want to know, that if there is something, then why that something happened and what precaution you are taking in future. If it is taking place and place. You see, death review board meetings are being held in every third month. For death of January, February, you are holding the meeting on March. For the death of March and April, you are doing it in the month of May. So if you are aware that some latches is in our part, then you are now admitting that there is some kind of latches, some kind of faults. Then why that is not being taken care of, and why that has not been also mentioned in that death review report? Why it has been suppressed? That is the purpose for which the death review board is sitting. It is not just a fanciful thing. It is not just a formality. It has got some purpose. So whatever has happened, whosoever may be at fault, or which department is at fault, maybe it is anesthesia failure, maybe so that should be reflected. Why it has not been done?
Milord, we have analyzed the things. First thing is the infrastructure which we have mentioned that we are having 34 beds and with 12 ICU beds and 2 numbers of operating theaters. As the patient load is increasing day by day, the present status is that total 15,000 patients are getting admitted per month. For
Professor,
heart
again
surgery.
and again, we are telling you, you might have every load on that, but we cannot play with the life of the persons. Every death is important for us. So huge burden does not mean that we should have neglected treated them. We should operate the operation at our whim and pleasure. We should not take care of it because there is huge number of patients with us. There is huge burden on us. That is not the explanation. Every death is important. What about the family of those persons?
Give the reason. What is this?
What sort of reason you are assigning? That we are burdened with so many things. All right, please see to it that it should not be repeated and
If your lordship will permit one thing, they suggested 7 aspects. What is the timeline, my lord? There is no timeline. It is the way of, they said there are 7 categories are there in this aspect would deflect the deficiencies. And the explanation which has been given, it in fact is a very, giving anything, but not improved. 1 year, my lord.
1 year, no, 8 months, 1/3 death is 1 year from.
That is it.
80 के तेरो 26 death.
That 1/3, that, you know, that sounds, that is, you put it perspective. 1 out of 3.
1 out of 3. Right.
1 out of 3 is an alarming. Well, Asif also, in fact, last present said that what are the procedure and how we will improve that situation. We are all concerned with improvement. The entire exercise is to see that we improve. We are not here to find fault. And that was just said about the in the affidavit, just said 7 aspects. Ma'am was not there on the last time. Not the way of. Ma'am, the last time when this entire exercise was taken up, Professor Satpathy was there and the Professor of Cardiology was also there. There was an issue which was brought to the notice of this court that earlier this dialysis, so far as dialysis facility is concerned, earlier they were supposed to take the patients out, which was causing them, it was I mean, sometimes mortality and sometimes leading to complications. Now that has been addressed to some extent by providing 2 dialysis, I think 2 beds or something which provide dialysis. What we want to know is if there are any interdepartmental issues like this, where after the patient is operated, he requires some other assistance, for which earlier he had to go out of the ward. Even taking a patient in such condition, as you know, would lead to, it may lead to mortality and it may lead to other complications which would normally not take place. So what we want is the issues, such issues to be addressed, so that the patients, so that we minimize the chance of the patients of losing the patient. That is the concern of the court, and I think all of us share the same concern.
Absolutely, my lord. And any such temporary improvements that can improve the experience of the patient, we will be very happy, and we will do our best to make sure that such gaps are addressed and patient experience is improved.
Because
and any other such
yes, ma'am. No, I was saying that so far as dialysis is just one of such things.
Yes.
I think experts can also guide us, saying what are other improvements.
Absolutely, my lord, and therefore
that input we wanted from the professor and our superintendent, but unfortunately, it's only it has not come.
My lord, we will help them to do that gap assessment, and we will help them to bridge the gap as well, my lord. We will help them to identify the gaps. We can get help of others to make sure that the gaps are identified properly, and we have a plan to bridge them.
Ma'am, now that this professor is suggesting this advanced training program for doctors, paramedics, and all that, is it? I mean, have you taken up with this with AIMS and other institutes?
We've already taken up, and they have expressed their willingness also.
So how much, according to you, how much time it will take, or can you give us any tentative timeline, ma'am?
So both the institutions that I had contacted had expressed their willingness to send their team, which we would consider it is a better option than sending our team to their institution, sir, because otherwise we will have to disrupt the services here. So we can contact them immediately. The moment they say that they're willing to send their team, sir, we will make all the arrangements. Subsequent to today's...
Sorry, ma'am. One you said AIMS Delhi.
And second is the medical college, one of the medical colleges in Kerala, Kottayam, where in the government sector, there is a CTVS department which is doing a good job, and therefore we had contacted them as well. Both have expressed their willingness to help.
During the hearing relating to open heart surgery and steps taken to reduce the rate of mortality, the Secretary Health and Family Welfare was present virtually, has intimated this court that in the meanwhile, matter has been taken up with the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Delhi, and the other you said Kottayam Medical College, ma'am?
Ji, sir.
The Kottayam Medical College, which is in the government sector and is doing and who has an excellent track record, and they have assured that they will depute teams which would guide the surgeons at SCVMCH so that concerted efforts can be made to reduce the rate of mortality, which at this stage is alarming. UNESCO hopes that the steps taken would have the desired result and the steps so taken in this regard shall be considered in the next session. Ma'am, when do you suggest that you should take up this matter?
Sir, right away I'll take it up. Whenever they are willing to come and it is convenient for them, we will facilitate.
What do you like to prefer that once they have come, either AIMS or the Kottayam Institute that you are referring to, once they have come, once they have interacted with our doctors and been able to identify the problems or suggest remedial measures how to improve, then taking up this matter would be of greater significance. So,
absolutely.
So when do you think that you will be able to persuade them to come and assist us in both from both the AIMS and Kottayam? We leave it to the state. They know what is best for the people. You see, there are so many, Mr. Das, there are so many hospitals, but we all may not be willing to come and send a team. It takes a lot of persuasion to allow their personnel to come also. So we must give them some time.
My lord, immediately after today's hearing, I can contact them. Is it okay if through our AGA I inform the date to you?
We are taking, with my lord's permission, we are taking up this matter on 27th, ma'am, 27th of November. So in between, we we hope that all the efforts that you are making will, will have something positive to deliberate upon in the next sitting.
Surely, my lord.
27th November. Next issue, Mr. Nayak.
Next issue, my lords, is order number 331C. This relates to procurement of medical instruments and equipment. Two affidavits will be filed, one by OSMCL, one by the Secretary, Health and Family Welfare Department.
Yes.
Well, it's order number 331C, dated 25/9/25, the very next order. This is relating to procurement of medical instruments and equipment.
Yeah, what has happened?
So, my lord, I directed
we just wanted to know from you,
my lord.
if that order is read, then it is mentioned therein that the General Manager Operation Equipment Odisha State Medical Corporation Limited filed an affidavit, and since the affidavit is not clear as to why there was a time lag of more than 2 years for placing the purchase order after SCMC admittedly approved it. So that is why we wanted the clarification.
My lord.
What clarification has been given?
The State Medical Corporation has filed an affidavit in that
Achha.
regard. My lord, they'll clarify.
480 man.
Huh?
480 man.
Paragraph.
What's it of? We have tried to explain the timeline manors under 3 heads. It starts with para 5 manors. We have elaborated the whole process.
No, we have no time to that. We just wanted SCMC has approved it.
Yes, ma'am.
So all the formalities are over now. Checking has been done. Everything requirement is genuine. So SCMC has approved it. So thereafter, it is taking 2 years for placing the purchase order. So that gap is a substantial gap.
Yes, ma'am. I have explained that in page number 4, my lord, para 5.
Affidavit is flag 480.
480.
Flag?
Flag
480.
480.
480.
Affidavit or kete page ta kuhuntu?
Page number 4, para 5.
Page number 4.
The para 5 explained manner. So once the SCMC approves the particular equipment manner,
Yeah.
then lordship, the technical committee is formed by the concerned directorate manner. For example, manner in the case of SCB manner, it's a DMAT. And the technical committee is constituted of different specialist officer or doctors manors. And what they do, the technical committee responsible for deriving the technical specifications manner for the approved equipment by SCMC manner. Then in case of my lord, high valued specialty instruments my lord, even if there are multiple sittings in which they evaluate all those specifications which is needed for the particular instrument my lord. Once my lords, after finalization of the technical specification, OSMCL my lord invites a tender. That's a point number 6 my lord.
All this takes 2 years.
Yes, my lord. My lord, what happens? Normally, there's a lot. So I have explained the situation at point number 11, man. This was a super specialty instrument, my lord, where the technical committee said like 7 times.
Just a minute.
Unless the specification is
Understand, but there was some pump, all those machines which are used routinely.
for that my lords, also we have explained once the technical specification we get my lord, then the tender is floated my lord. And once the tender is floated my lord, then there is a pre-bid meeting where the specification are discussed with the bid participants my lord. And
May
for
I-
those-
Yeah, ma'am.
My lord, considering your time also, may I request my colleague who is present with me, MD OSMCL, to explain the matter that is already submitted in the form of the affidavit, if you please.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Sir.
Namaskar, sir.
Yes.
Sir, regarding the SCMC approvals, sir, the SCMC approves the list of equipments that has to be procured. But sir, the entire process starts only after the SCMC approval. Sir, all the equipments which is approved with the cost of which is below 5 lakhs, the institutions are allowed to procure at their own end. Above 5 lakhs, sir, it comes to OSMCL. Sir, these equipments, when the SCMC approval comes to OSMCL, so the specifications are not given to OSMCL. Even, sir, after the SCMC approval, the indenting authority, be it the DMET or, sir, the DHS for the periphery institutions, constitute a committee of experts and doctors who are then called at their convenience, because, sir, many a times they are also clinicians. So they come and sit down and make the specifications. After the specifications are made, sir, many a time, sir, if these equipments are very high-end specifications, so this technical committee sits 2 to 3 times, and it has, in many of the times, sir, it has sat down 4, 5 times, 6 times, and 7 times also. So then these specifications are made, after which OSMCL floats the tender. Sir, after the tender is floated, pre-bid request, all the prospective bidders are invited to give their suggestions. Then the written pre-bid requests are called, and again, sir, the technical committee is called to sit down and evaluate the pre-bid requests. Sir, again, many a times these pre-bid requests are evaluated 2 to 3 times, depending on how high-end these equipments are, and then final specifications are made, after which, sir, we float the tender. Once the tender is floated, sir, after that, sir, it does not take much time. But however, sir, depending on the number of bidders, participants that are there, we start the evaluations. So the paper evaluations might not take much time, sir, depending on the number of bidders. But sir, many a times, because these are medical equipments and high-end equipments, demonstrations are required. And many a time, sir, clarifications are called for by the technical committee, and that takes time, sir. So sir, if I say, sir, if it is a very simple equipment, and if pre-bid and the technical specifications are made without hindrance, on an average, sir, it takes around 6 to 9 months, sir, for the tender to be finalized. And for delivery, sir, it takes additional 70 to 90 or 150 days, depending on if it is an imported item.
Ma'am, are you having the affidavit which has been filed by them?
Yes, sir.
If you are having that affidavit, please come to that affidavit, page number 8.
Yes, sir.
It actually relates to procedure. It starts at page number 4. Are you having that affidavit with you, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You see that this procedure involved in the procurement of equipment, instrument and furniture after approval of the indents by the state equipment so and so. Now you come
Yes,
to the paragraphs, wherever the period you have mentioned, you come to the page number 8.
Yes, sir.
Page number 8, the last paragraph, you have stated that in case of retender also, it
Yes, sir.
needs 6 to 9 months in case of retender for issuance of purchase order after SCMC approval, followed by the delivery time of so and so.
Yes, sir.
That means if in a case where retender is not done, so that period would be short.
Sir. Yes,
So
sir.
if that is so, then how it came that the cases which we have verified that it took about 2 years for placing the purchase order after the SCMC approved it. That is the reason
sir.
why we want
Yes,
to
sir.
know. If
Yes,
you
sir.
say that even in case of retender also, it would be over within months,
Yes, sir.
followed by the delivery time of 70 to 150 days. We
Yes,
are
sir.
asking you that if it is not a case of retender,
Yes,
then
sir.
how it takes about 2 years for placing the purchase order.
Yes, sir. Sir, here we have mentioned, sir. Sir, these are for simple tenders. If we are evaluating them in a series, sir. Sir, OSMCL floats a large number of tenders together, sir. And also in the affidavit, sir, we have specifically mentioned why in 2023, sir, there was a overload of work with OSMCL, sir. Sir, we have mentioned that in 2000, if we look at, we have also given the data, sir. Since inception up to 2023, there were 607 number of tenders floated. And in 2023 itself, sir, 504 number of tenders were floated together. So this was because, sir, during the COVID period, OSMCL focused only on COVID procurement and the logistics. So the SCMCs held during the COVID period, sir, all the tenders were floated in 2023. Also, sir, there were 4 new medical colleges for which equipments were tendered in 2023. And for the recently inaugurated medical colleges, 4, sir, the shifting had started. In addition to that, sir, super specialty hospitals like BMRC Jharsuguda and the cancer care and also upgradation of SCB, sir, all the equipments were together floated in 2023. Therefore, sir, we did float the tenders, but sir, we started evaluation of these tenders on priority basis, sir. So we prioritized because we, we had the same limited workforce. So we prioritized and like, sir, for the NMC for opening of new medical colleges had to be prioritized, and also critical equipments as and when, sir. So, and also in consultation with the intending authorities, we have done so.
Ma'am, give a pause to you, sir.
Ji, sir.
What happened that when our advocates committee visited the CTBS, they were told, and they have also submitted a report in that light, that there is no backups. So that is the one of the reason that if the death may occur. So for all the departments, for all the equipments, a straight jacket formula cannot be adopted. Some departments, some machines, some equipments are more essential than the other equipments. So when this type of complaints are coming, that in CTBS there is no backup, and from that department the requisitions have been made, and SCMC has already approved it. Thereafter, the purchase orders are issued after 2 years. That raises a question that when it is so essential, there is no backup, deaths are likely to happen, then why there is so much of delay? You are telling in a general way, ma'am. We are what we are trying to project before you, that in some cases, in some departments, in respect of some equipments, there is a necessity that it should be done expeditiously. It should be done in an expedite manner. So that is not being done, which is our concern.
Yes, sir. Ji, sir. Sir, sir, we take up the prioritization on the basis of the intending authority, sir. Like, sir, last time, sir, the court had observed regarding the syringe pumps, sir. We also look into it, sir. Sir, at present, there are 300 odd syringe pumps, sir, already existing in SCB Medical College. And, sir, since it is low cost, permission has already been given to SCB to procure at their own end. And also, sir, in the meanwhile, we have also given 50 more, sir. Sir, in this present affidavit also, sir, we have also given a column, sir, where the pending evaluations, wherever there is pending evaluations, how many existing equipments are there? That we have mentioned, sir. And regarding this,
we think that we are not able to clearly, we want to say that, let us say that there are 10 departments which are placing the requisitions, and out of the 10 departments, let us say 100 equipments are sought for. So for some departments, out of which 20 equipments might be most essential, then why not out of turn for those 20 equipments, some expedite steps are taken, so that this type of complaint that there is no backup, death is likely to occur. So this should be given priority basis. What we say that what you have mentioned, that this is in a regular manner that is done. But in case of some exigencies, there is to be some kind of deviation, so that those departments should not face any problem in the patient treatment. That is the whole thing which we want to bring to you.
Noted, my lord. We will be more careful about taking up it on priority, and also we'll be discussing with the indenting authorities. Sir, I would also want to mention, sir, in September 9, sir, we had taken up a detailed meeting at SCB with Superintendent, Dean, Principal, and with 12 HODs of SCB regarding their pending evaluation equipments, and we have prioritized as per their requirements, and we are also working accordingly on it, sir, as suggested by you now, sir. And we will also be careful regarding the priority which is given to us, sir.
Where have you mentioned about this 9 September meeting?
Para 14, madam.
Page number?
Page number 14, para 14.
Depending upon the okay, we'll add something about this giving the priority. So, ma'am, no, this affidavit is being filed by Dr. Amita Pusti, but the ma'am is appearing, so please give the names, okay? All the, and the professor of CTVS department, and also please give the names. I can mention.
Please respect public one thing. So that emergency situation for the interest of the patient, can this procedure be not relaxed, my lord? If the procedure will take 2 years, 3 years, one of the patient may not get sufficient.
And
At least lordship direct address that procedure should be relaxed.
and
No, they have stated in that
Affidavit.
priorities is to be given. They have mentioned it that, and ma'am also tell, we also put it that maybe from different departments, equipments requisition are coming. But
for the
what are
interest of
the main equipments, and what are the, so it depends upon on which equipments you have to give priority than the others. Others, it's all right in normal, I think it will be done.
and the Indians has to be gone well in advance.
Hmm?
Indians have to be sent to that person well in advance, so that they will have some time to do all this. Because at the nick of the moment, if they do it, then naturally it will take 1 or 2 years or whatever the time.
maybe that procedure is there. Yes, that procedure can be denied. But in the case of emergency, in the case of benefit of the patient, that procedure should be relaxed. That your lordship will direct, they'll do something, lord.
What do you say? No, we want to say from secretary, ma'am. Ma'am, can this procedure, which has been a detailed procedure, has been placed before us, can it not be relaxed in case of emergencies, like CTBS department, which we just gave an example? There is no backups. That is also the professor said when we say that yes, the advocates committee has rightly mentioned that there is no backup. So so that is a situation like this. So how, what is your view or what is your suggestion in that way? Normal procedure is all right, but
Yeah, my lord, number one, the current prioritization that MD OSMCL has worked out is in consultation with 12 HODs of SCB, and in consensus they have identified which are the priority areas and what needs to be done. In general, we try to avoid relaxing procedures, sir, because these are issues. Sometimes questions can be raised about why. So blanket relaxation is something that we are not in favor of. However, let's say during recent some of very high value purchases that we had to do, though it was single tender, we have allowed and gone ahead for finalization of the tender, though the amount is much higher and it was only a one bidder. So certain cases, sir, we take it to the OSMCL board in consultation with the board. Because, sir, within the board, we have representatives from all the departments. We have independent directors. So we discuss the matter there. And if it is concurred by the board, sir, we do. However, sir, we do not in any way dilute the tender processes. However, skipping of priorities and going ahead with the tender in spite of having a single bid, that is something that we are very much willing to do in case of emergency purchases. However, I would also like to reiterate a point made by MD OSMCL that for emergency equipments that are of low cost, anything below 5 lakh, there is already a standing instruction that the institution through their purchase committee can go ahead and purchase these items by following a due procedure. That standing instruction is already there.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
We have got all trust and fair.
So,
Secretary, in fact.
ma'am, how to kishi ye na SCB ro kishi? Okay. So thank you, ma'am. You can leave. And also Professor Satpathy, please, there is no further. Okay, now we are going to the next item.
Thank you,
Please.
sir.
Next item, my lord, is issue number 2, Sahoo Bhavan.
Yeah.
The movement of vehicles inside Sahoo Bhavan.
Challenge.
So that the superintendent is there, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Mishra, Professor Mishra, please tell us about this first item.
Namaskar, sir. Sir, regarding the parking area, we'll have to find a parking area, suitable parking area, because daily OPD is 500 to 750 and beds have been increased from 200 to 846. So, basing on that, and the doctor strength also has been increased by 59 and total sanction posts, including doctor, is 114. So, that has been recently provided by the government health department. So considering that, in last meeting we have called the line department meeting on 4th of October, and we have discussed with the R&B and other departments to demarcate a parking area. Then we will decide to float tender for at least 2 vehicles, battery operated, to bring patients from the parking area to the designated area inside the campus.
Sir, but on still that problem is there.
There is another issue also. That one is regarding drain. What is it? It is the original, right?
The dots are.
Right. There is also another issue. Which was the Mukrapurchi drain. It is.
Once you get become obsessive, Mr. Mishra, Professor Mishra, if we, when the matter was taken off on 31/7/2025, you made a statement before this court that once the new gate becomes operational, you would put in place the mechanism by which the vehicles would not be allowed beyond the gate and the patients would use battery cars provided by Sahoo Bhavan to go to the respective departments, save and except those who need emergent treatment and whose vehicles and ambulance would be allowed to go inside. This statement you made about 3 months, we can say about 3 months back. Now thereafter, we are told that the gate has been made operational, the new gate. Is it not correct?
Sir.
So
Sir, gate-
when this new gate became operational, please tell us.
The gate is actually being constructed, not fully, and it is operational now, but it is
So
not
now
fully
what is the
constructed.
what is the problem? Battery car is not available with you.
No, sir, not available.
So for that, what you have done, that is why the matter has been listed today. You
Sir,
made
we
a
have,
statement that you will made the arrangements.
Sir, we have discussed, and the tender is in progress to at least get 2 battery operated vehicles to start with.
No. Are you not supposed to intimate us by way of an affidavit or otherwise that what progress has been made? Because the order is specific that you made a statement on that day that you will put in place the mechanism by which the vehicles would not be allowed beyond the gate and patient would use the battery cars. Suppose in the meantime you have already sent requisition for the battery cars or whatever it may be. Are you not supposed to indicate it by way of an affidavit? Why have you not done it? What progress you are made? Because you have made a statement before this court.
Sir, sorry, sir, the tender actually will be completed by the end of November. We have discussed about
Tender for what?
for this battery operated vehicle, 2, at least 2.
In between, can you not get these vehicles from the district administration?
I will take instructions. I'll find out, my lords, how many vehicles if they have the disposal and.
Professor Misra, 2 battery operated vehicles will be sufficient.
ନାଇଁ ସାର୍ ହବନି ସାର୍ ଆମେ ସେ 6ଟା କହିଥିଲୁ 4ଟା ହେଲେ ବି ସଫିସିଏଣ୍ଟ ହବ
ମୋର ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ କୁ ଯୋଉ ସେ ତ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି 6ଟା ନା 7ଟା ବୋଧେ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ସେଟା ଅଟୋ ରିକ୍ସାଟା ଅଛି ସେଇ ଟାଇପ
ନର୍ମାଲି ସାର୍ ଏନସିଏଲ
ଯୋଉଟା
ସେମାନେ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ଏମାନେ ସାର୍ କାହିଁକି
ମେଡିକାଲ ଭିତରେ ଚାଲୁଛି ଏସିବି ଭିତରେ
ମେଡିକାଲ ଚାଲୁଛି ସାର୍ ଏମାନେ ଯଦି ଦିଅନ୍ତେ ସାର୍ ଏନସିଏଲ କିମ୍ବା ନେଲକୋ ସାର୍ ସେମାନେ ବି ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ କରନ୍ତେ ସାର୍ ସେମାନେ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି battery ଗାଡି ସାର୍ 4ଟା sufficient ହବ
Misra, have you explored the possibility of CSR initiatives by these corporates?
Sir, we have discussed, but nothing finalized.
ଚିଠି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ pursue କରନ୍ତୁ
Yes, under their CSR, they can give it.
ଦେଇପାରିବେ
ଏସିବି କୁ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି machines worth so many crores.
So, if you take it up in right earnest, I think
OMC, MCL, NALCO,
will fructify.
they can provide. NALCO has been giving a lot of CSR, providing vehicles to the police department,
ଏମାନେ
to the battery car, to the
Are you
police.
appearing for NALCO?
Yes, I am also.
କହି ଦିଟା
I can also speak.
So,
But appropriate request has to be gone.
that is right.
ଆପଣ ଲେଖନ୍ତୁ
Appropriate. No, I can.
Mr. Das,
They have to write. They have to.
the initiative must come from the.
That is
Sir,
then.
sir,
If the copy comes to me, then I can pursue it with NALCO.
He can use his.
good will, sir,
Senior
that I-
counsel can use his good officers to pursue
Yes,
the matter.
if they issue a letter to NALCO and give a copy to me, then I can pursue with NALCO. No issue.
Sir, we will write a letter within a week.
No, right, as rightly suggested, write to MCL also.
ଏନସିଏଲ ସାର୍ ଦଉଛି ସାର୍ ଜଣ
MCL also.
I think they'll be too glad to.
RSP, Outlet Silpant, all public corporations.
Council they are
Sir, battery
they
गाड़ी-
can pursue. I think.
ବ୍ୟାଟେରୀ ଗାଡି ସାର୍ ନିହାତି ଦରକାର ପଡୁଛି ସେଠି ଛୋଟ ଛୁଆ ମାନେ
Professor Misra, kindly identify this PSU. We have so many PSUs. We have in Odisha,
OMC.
we have Ratna companies. What are we discussing?
ଏନସିଏଲ ଓଏନସି
Which have an all India presence. We have NALCO, we have MCL, we can.
NALCO has been providing a lot of
There are other
they have
corporates
provided
also.
vehicles to police department, battery car,
They'll
Puri,
be- I
Jagannath
think
temple.
ready, agreeable to help. Till you get your own.
If
And
they
they-
do it, if they write to NALCO, then if a copy, give a copy to me, then I can pursue with NALCO. And also to
Regarding movement of vehicles inside Shishu Bhavan, it came to the fore that after the new gate has become partially operational, so no mechanism as was undertaken has been put in place to facilitate the movement of patients in battery cars. The superintendent intimates that tender has been floated, Professor.
No, sir.
They are in the process of floating tenders to procure vehicles which are procure suitable battery operated vehicles, keeping in view environment concerns, to ferry the patients to this from the gate, from the designated place to the different departments. During the deliberations, the senior counsels were present, expressed the view that steps should be taken, initiative should be taken to take up the matters with the corporate sector so as to provide such vehicles under their CSR schemes. The superintendent has assured that he will take necessary follow-up action in right earnest, so that the vehicles which are essential for this patient movement is provided without any further delay and waiting for the tender process to be finalized.
You write the letters during course of this week. You have already got sufficient hint. So, Professor, please unmute yourself.
Sir, we will write letters.
Administrative officer or
Professor, are you able to hear us?
Yes, sir.
No, there is.
Yes,
some
sir.
problem. Okay. Please do the needful and write the letters to the corporation.
Can you copy it with me also?
And the steps taken in this regard shall be placed on record by the next date.
HCL और नाल्को ये दीटा को at least लिखोंतु ताकि काउंसिल को तांकर ये करियो.
There are two more issues, my lord. Related to situation.
MCL, NALCO, sale,
all right, sale.
Sale is a
pre-movement गाड़ी sir होची because of this boundary is open.
Professor Misra is not.
Sir.
So many, Professor Misra, there will be so many private players will be
Yes,
more than willing to help.
Yes, private players.
I don't think if you ask for a battery operated car, there are so many persons who will be more than willing to help you. So kindly take it up. I think even without waiting for the tender, this issue can be addressed.
Sir.
Two more issues with this. I would touch finish kar देंगे ना. I would touch what about the next one? This installation of blow sign board.
Yes.
By tomorrow, they said that he'll complete the process.
Sir, sir.
80% is complete.
Light fed खोल के देखो तो सब.
Sir, काल सीधा काम सर sir.
मुँह देखने वाले सब light.
No, Mr. Shabazz, the board will be glow sign board will be operational from tomorrow.
Sir. काली टू है जो sir.
ଭଲ ଲାଇଟ୍ ଦେବେ ଟିକେ ସେଟା.
Sir.
ଯେମିତି ଆମର ମାଇକ୍ରୋ ସ୍କୁରେ ଦେଖା ହେବେ ଠିକ ଭାବରେ
ନା ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରୁ ଯିଏ ଆସିବେ ସାର୍ ଯେମିତି ଦେଖିବେ ଯେ ଶିଶୁ ଭବନ ଗୋଟେ ସାର୍ ଦେଖା
In a lighter vein, Mr. Naik, the amicus is very subtly hinting at the color.
So he wants that when you come from the Trisulia side, the moment you got onto that over.
ठीक है सर हाईकोर्ट को देखिए प्लस शिशु भवन को देखिए सर.
Now because the color has become very important, and the ex-president knows about it.
सर आप बीटा छोटा इश्यू
Trisulia yet to get attention. Very good. Trisulia is yet to get the attention of the Lordship.
No, but Mr. Bhatia, we refer to Trisulia as a passing reference.
Even your Lordship is going through the Trisulia.
Just one second. Mr. Shabazz, we take it that from tomorrow the glow signboards will become operational.
Sir.
Relating to the glow signboard.
What happened to security?
Executive Shabazz कौन अछंती?
The superintending engineer मेलो. So R&B division 1.
R&B Cuttack division 1. On issue of this book that the glow signboard for the newly constructed G+6 multi-utility building and hostel building of SVP, GIP will be, end of Sahoo Bhavan will become operational from tomorrow.
Yes, Mr. Mishra. Well, two more issues I have given a memo I have given on newspaper cutting melody, Lordship, kindly see. Pottery abortion mukla podichi train premier vas. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ପାଚେରୀ ନେଇକି
ପାଚେରୀ ହେଇନି ବଡ ପାଚେରୀଟା ଯୋଉଟା so it's actually ସେ ଯୋଉ free movement ହଉଛି ଗାଡିର because the old
ସେଟା ତ ମେମୋ କରିଦେଇ
Sahoo Bhavanର ପାଚେରୀ ହେଇନି ଆଉ।
ସେଟା ଶିଶୁ ରିଲେଟେଡ୍
ଶିଶୁଭବନର ପାଚେରୀ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ କଣ ଅର୍ଡର କରିଛୁ
କରିଥିଲେ ସାର୍ ସେ ଆଜି କାଗଜରେ ସେଟା ବଡ କି ବାହାରିଛି ଯେ ତା ଫଳରେ କି ସେ ଆଣ୍ଟି ସୋସିଆଲ ତା ଭିତରେ ପଚି ଗାଡି ଫାଡି
ଆମ ଡେଟ୍ ସେଟା ଅଛି କେବେ ଗୋଟେ କେବେ ସେଟା ଅଛି
ସେ କାଗଜ
but my lords have passed an order. Just 2 weeks.
No, Mr. Mishra and Mr. Das, we have already passed
high-
କହୁଛେ ନା
high
tender
boundary wall, there is an order, there is an order.
କେତେ ଦିନ ଆମେ ତାକୁ already ଆଉ ତାକୁ ଆଗରୁ ନବାଟା ଠିକ ହବ I just want that what is the date fixed we have passed an order
Yes,
remember
that is there.
କେବଳ ହଉଛି ସେ ଯୋଉ ପୋଖରୀଟା ଆପଣ କଣ ଗୋଟେ point out
Pokori and high boundary wall.
ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ boundary wall ଏଇ ଦିଟା ତ
ନାଇଁ ସେଟା ଗୋଟେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ହଉଛି
ହଁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ହଉଛି ସେ ଯୋଉ କାଠ ଯୋଉ ଜମା ହେଇଛି କଣ ସେ ଯୋଉ
କାଠ ଗଲାଣି
ଗଲାଣି ଭେରି
କାଠ ଗଲାଣି
ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଡ୍ରେନ୍ ଇସ୍ୟୁ ଅଛି ସେଥିରେ
ନାଇଁ ଡ୍ରେନ୍ ଇସ୍ୟୁ ବି ଆମେ
ଟ୍ରେନ୍ ଇସ୍ୟୁ କରିଥିଲେ ସାର୍
ନାଇଁ,
ସେ
ସେଟା
ଟ୍ରେନ୍
ଗୋଟେ
ସାର୍
କିଛି-
କଣ ହଉଛି ଆଗରୁ ପେପରରେ ବାହାରିଥିଲା ଯେ ଶିଶୁ ଭବନ ଜଳାର୍ଣ୍ଣବ ହେଇଯିବ ବିକଜ ଅଫ ଦ ଡ୍ରେନ୍ ସେ ଡ୍ରେନ୍ ଟା ଆଜି ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ହେଇନି ସେଟା ଆର୍ଲିୟର ଥିଲା ସାର୍ RNB ପାଖରେ
No, Mr.
There is-
Das, what we say that if we have given them a particular date,
Sir.
ସେ କହିଛନ୍ତି ଟେଣ୍ଡର ଫ୍ଲୋଟ୍ ହେଇଛି ଅମକ ସମକ
Sir.
ଆଗରୁ ତାକୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ନେଇକି
ନାଇଁ,
ତାକୁ
କରିହବ
ସେଇ
ନା,
ଇସ୍ୟୁ
ସେ-
ଉପରେ
I think
ଏଇ
so.
ମ୍ୟାଟର
ନାଇଁ, sir,
ସେଦିନ
it is-
ଆସିନି
Drain
Minister
issue,
declared
drain
that
issue
ସେ
was what was already my lords. This issue was before my lords earlier. My lords had declined because the same PIL is also pending before my Lord Chief Justice.
କଣ
No,
Drain issue specifically. And
ଶିଶୁ ଭବନ
again,
ଭିତରେ
again,
again.
Drain ଟା-
it's there and the tender has been floated for 5 numbers of drains. I have the
ଓ
data.
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା ହଁ ସେ government-
So the 30 ରେ that process will be
No, sir,
completed.
Fine, Mr. Parnaik, but if the drain is clogged up, existing drain is clogged up, there are steps have to be taken to clear it.
clean sir clean କରିବା ପାଇଁ
You may
drain
have
ତିଆରି ହଉ-
new drains, that's a different thing. But whatever drain is
I'll
available.
find out, but if I'm correct, my lords, this entire drainage system is blocked, which is why they have to now
Can it
create a
not,
new.
can it not be cleared?
Matter is
Who can tell us?
This is
Shabazz can throw some light.
no, my lords. This is given to CMC.
ସେଟା CMC
Sir.
ଯାଇଛି
CMC ର sir.
This is given to CMC specifically.
anyone is appearing from
The commissioner is there online, but the proper person will be the city engineer to answer that question. The commissioner should be there
Commissioner
online
ଗୋଟେ-
along with
Commissioner କଣ କରିବ?
and issue ଟା ହଠାତ୍ ଆସିଲା ତ
The commissioner, she will be told that 90% is cleared.
It's just easier.
We are afraid of this 90% syndrome.
what I have the information with me is this. I'll take up the matter. I'll intimate on the next day.
Is there, you can ask.
There- କହିଲେ ସେ-
ma'am
Can
the
news item has come that-
the advocate committee has brought to the notice of the court that there is a drain inside.
properly
It has not been cleaned properly and garbage etc. are there and it is creating an unhealthy atmosphere environment there. So it needs to be taken care of immediately and all these things are to be removed from it. So children are coming and it would be an hygienic issue if it is not cleaned.
Let's may suggest tomorrow let the deputy commissioner sanitation visit that place.
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ କମିଶନ ନିଜେ ଯାଇକି ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ସାର୍ ସେ କରିବେ
Deputy commissioner sanitation will visit the place, my lord.
We
Immediately
want
make an
work
assessment.
to be done. Whosoever visits, it's different matter, but it should be done in this.
My lord, but tomorrow let that visit take place, my lord. Immediately.
କ୍ଲିନ୍ ପାଇଁ drain
Ma'am, this is relating to a drain as pointed out by my lord in inside Sahoo Bhavan.
Inside the
Yes, sir.
Inside Sahoo Bhavan, and we are given to understand that some, tender and everything has been floated or being floated for the drainage system. But wait, till that is finalized, we can't allow this to go on because it's in a pediatrics. The Sahoo Bhavan, as you know, caters to the pediatrics. It will,
Sir, the update on the tender is that the technical bid has already been opened. Today, the financial bid will be opened and the work can be started from November 1st, sir.
Oh, wonderful. But till that work starts, kindly see if something can be done about the existing mess. It is absolutely, as I was pointing out to your council, it is clogged up completely. It's
Sir, I'll tell my team to visit, sir, and we will assess.
Kindly send a team who
Yes,
will
sir.
to visit and will give you the. Not only that, let them take steps to clear it up.
That's
Yes, sir.
It's more
Yes.
important visiting that place, identifying the wherever there is. I think superintendent will be there. So you let them meet the superintendent and identify the places where it requires immediate cleaning and get it cleaned and let them.
Garbages also though, garbages.
And also kindly instruct them to remove the garbages immediately.
Yes, sir.
Removal of garbages, kindly ensure, ma'am, that is done simultaneously.
Yes,
Otherwise,
sir.
that will lead to multiplicity of problems only.
Yes, sir.
The drain in Sahoo Hon'Ble, open
drain in Sahoo Hon'Ble.
During the hearing, this court was apprised that there are open drains in Sahoo Hon'Ble which requires immediate cleaning. So far as the drainage system is concerned, the commissioner who is present intimates this court that the financial bid is likely to be opened shortly and work may commence from 1st of November. Pending such work, since this clogged up drains, which has been reported in the vernacular press, requires immediate attention, the commissioner has assured this court that she will issue necessary instructions for a team of officials to visit Sahoo Hon'Ble tomorrow. Ma'am, kindly suggest a time at which your officer can go tomorrow.
So that professor will be available and maybe some team, advocate team.
You should do it in the first half.
Sir, we can do it in the first half at 10 a.m.
Not at 9:30.
Around say 11 o'clock?
9:30, sir.
9:30. 9:30. Around 9:30, along with the
Advocate committee.
along with the representative of the advocates committee. The superintendent SCV, so Professor Misra will also, Professor Misra will also, if possible, will also help in identifying the places which require immediate cleaning. The commissioner has also assured the court that along with the cleaning of the garbage, the lifting thereof shall also be done on simultaneously so that so that the issue relating to dumping of garbage is not there in Sahoo Hon'Ble. The steps taken in this regard shall be taken up for consideration on such and such.
So you coordinate with Mr. Nayak.
Mela.
She will send his team.
Mela.
Professor will be there and some of the advocates, committee members will be there. And all those drains will be identified wherever this issue is there. It should be cleaned immediately and that should be also removed. Okay. And it will be 10:30. 10:30 court खोलियो तब court ना 9:30 ଆସିବେ ଆପଣ ଦେଖେଇ ଦେଇକି ତାପରେ ଗୋଟେ ଦିନ ଇଏ କରନ୍ତୁ ଟିକେ ଶୀଘ୍ର ଆସନ୍ତୁ କଣ
ତାଙ୍କ ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟର ଆସିବେ ଆପଣ 9:30 ଆସିକି ୟୁନିଟ୍
ମୁଁ ଯେ ଜଣେ ଦି ଜଣ ଗଲେ ହବ ନା
where is Mr. Padi?
ପାଢୀ ସାର୍ ଟିକେ ଯାଇଛି ଆଜି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଆସିବ ସାର୍
We can request Mr. Padi.
ସାର୍ ହଉ ସାର୍ ଯାତା ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରେ ସାର୍
and ଆପଣଙ୍କର ତ ବହୁତ you know so many people
କୋଉଠି ସାର୍
say Sahoo Hon'Ble. You cannot
ପ୍ରେଜେନ୍ସ ରହିକି ତାଙ୍କୁ ଟିକେ ଦେଖେଇବେ
because
ନହେଲେ କହିବେ ଏଠି ଛାଡି ଦେଇ ଗଲେ ସେଠି ରହିଗଲା तांकु जो जगह रे ये ही ची तांकु identify कर देले they should do it immediately.
And as a leader of the community, Mr. Das, you advise them not to dump those polythenes.
जोड़ा सबू सही
It's all most of it
Actually,
is polythenes.
the other day I was telling the polythene actually seems is not taking any steps to.
Polythene, we have to
Is
address
there-
it.
Government has banned it. Government has
And,
banned it.
One thing,
They are not
Mr. Das, if it is done and cleaned up,
Sir.
while returning to home, please make a visit also, it has been done. Mr. Naik is there, you'll ensure that it is cleaned up. From the, otherwise it will be a hygienic issue.
Sir, I thought 9:30 habo, ଆଉ ଥରେ ବି sir କେବେ ଯାଇକି 5:30 ରେ ଯାଇକି
हाँ,
ଦେଖି
जे कोल्हापुर
Yeah, the
देखिए।
Professor Misra will be
ନାଇଁ
there.
sir, Professor Misra is very cooperative, sir, କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ, ଯାଇକି
So
ସେଠି
you have lot of influence this side of the gate.
sir, ମୋର sir ବେଶୀ influence sir ଏ ଯୋଉ ଲାଲବାଗ ପାଖ gate ପାଖରେ।
Ah, say that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That broke my head, sir, ମାନେ ବର୍ଷେ ହେଇଗଲା sir ମୁଣ୍ଡ ପିଟୁଛି।
So, the rest thing will take off next.
I would like to
Divyanga, Divyanga.
application
Sir,
matter related to Jodaflow matter.
Sir, a very important matter is there.
Divyanga.
Sir, ଦିବ୍ୟାଙ୍ଗ ମାନଙ୍କର ବ୍ୟକ୍ତିଙ୍କର ଅଧିକାର ନିୟମ ଉଲ୍ଲଂଘନ ସାର୍ ଶଳାଫଳା ଓମେନ୍ସ କଲେଜରେ 35 ଜଣ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସାର୍ ତାଙ୍କର ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ସାର୍ କିଛି ଫ୍ୟାସିଲିଟି ୱାଶରୁମ୍ ନାହିଁ କିଛି ନାହିଁ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ ଭେରି ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ
କ୍ଲାସ ରୁମ୍ ଭିତରୁ ଯାଇପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି।
କ୍ଲାସ ରୁମ୍ ଭିତରୁ ଯାଇପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ର୍ୟାପ୍ ନାହିଁ କିଛି ନାହିଁ ସାର୍ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ଭେରି ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ବି ଥିଲା ଯେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଥିଲା ଗୋଟେ ଇସ୍ୟୁ ଆଇଲା ବେଳକୁ ଅନ୍ୟମାନେ ପଶିଗଲେ ତ ଅସୁବିଧା ଏଇଟା ଏଇଟା ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ଦେବେ ଏଇଟା ଦିଟା ଅଛି ସେଇଟା ସେଇଟା ପୁରାଟା ଦିଅ ଖୋଲିକି ଖୋଲ ମେସେଜ collector very pitiable news sir very pitiable alarming news
ये थी वो कॉलेज
Nodal officer is
With the ADM method, ADM revenue is on.
ADM is he online?
collector can go sir sir ସେମାନେ sir 35 ଜଣ they are suffering a lot ସେମାନେ sir ନା washroom ନାହିଁ ନା sir ramp ନାହିଁ କୋଉଠି ଯିବା ପାଇଁ ନାହିଁ they are suffering ବସିଥିଲେ sir ବାହାରେ ଥରେ
Mr. ADM.
ଅଛନ୍ତି କି ନାହିଁ ହଁ Mr. Topo is there yes
Sir, namaskar, sir.
One issue has been brought to our notice by the Land and Advocate Committee. It relates to that Salabala Women's College, and it said that दिव्यांग छात्रीଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ କିଛି ଆବଶ୍ୟକ ବ୍ୟବସ୍ଥା ନାହିଁ ଏଟା ହଉଛି ସେମାନଙ୍କର ଅଧିକାରର ଅଧିନିୟମର ଉଲ୍ଲଂଘନ କରାଯାଉଛି ତେଣୁ something has been also mentioned in detail there. So have a visit to that institution and see that how this problem can be sorted out because it is after all it's an educational institution and they are the disabled persons, physically challenged persons, and wheelchair is needed to be provided to them so that they can move also, and appropriate also washroom facility for them. All these things are to be made. They are the students of that institution, and it's a government institution, and it is to be seen that if the college authorities are not providing that, then you should come up and see that this is being done.
the university
It has been declared university.
university
No, not university.
government ଅଛି government ho government ତ ଆହୁରି
Physically.
Autonomous is it has been declared as autonomous college.
sir 35 ଜଣ ପିଲା 35
Okay. You make a visit tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
And, this news item has come in a local daily, which is dated 16th October 2025. Today's newspaper, Acha.
Sambad.
Okay. So please go through the news item and visit the college tomorrow and talk to the principal and see that how the problem can be sorted out, and at least the facilities like this wheelchair and this washroom other facilities which are this
RAM
facility also to going to the classrooms. These are minimum things and you are also having the schemes for this physically challenged persons also. And
Yes,
for
sir, yes, sir,
students,
yes.
if that should be made available to them also.
Yes,
I
sir,
think
yes.
the scheme is very much there. We are also utilizing that scheme for the in the legal aid movement. So see that it is being provided to them at an earliest and the girl students not suffer.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Amen.
ଯିବା ଆସିବା ପାଇଁ ଛାତ୍ରୀମାନଙ୍କ ଶୌଚାଳୟ ପାଇଁ ମଧ୍ୟ ଦିବ୍ୟାଙ୍ଗର ସ୍ୱତନ୍ତ୍ର ବ୍ୟବସ୍ଥା ନଥିବା ଅଭିଯୋଗ ହେଇଛି।
The issue relating to the
physically challenged.
issue related to the lack of basic facility of disability.
differently
Differently able is the correct.
physically handicapped, differently able.
No, we can't.
That word that is
That handicap word we can't.
we cannot.
Differently abled, my lord.
Physically separate, differently able.
What's that?
They are called differently able.
ଏଠି sir ଆମର item 4 ରେ ଅଛି।
Now they are called
Park
differently
park
able.
ପାଇଁ ଯୋଉଟା ଅଛି different level ପାଇଁ ଅଛି ସେଟା sir।
Lack of basic facilities for the differently abled girl students. In Salabala Autonomous College. The news item is taken on record. State of ADM Cutter, who is the nodal officer on behalf of the district administration, is called upon to visit the college tomorrow. At what time you can go?
Sir, Dr. Ajit, sir.
Around 10 a.m.
10ଟା ପରେ ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ସାର୍ 9ଟା ବେଳେ ସାର୍ ଖାଲି
10ଟା
ସାଇନ୍ସ
ବେଳେ
ପିଲା ରହିବେ ନା
10ଟା ବେଳେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି।
ହଁ 10ଟା 10ଟା 10:30 ବେଳେ
10ଟା ବେଳେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି।
ହଁ 10ଟା ମତେ ସାର୍ ଶୁଭୁନି
ନା ଆମକୁ 9ଟା ଶୁଭିଲା। No, say 10 o'clock.
Okay.
At 10 a.m. with prior intimation to the what principal of the college and take a stock of the situation and take immediate measures to ensure
Wheelchair facility.
they will ascertain whether these facilities are there or not.
just a bit, to take measures which are to take emergent measures which are necessary to address the concern which require immediate attention, and also place before this court a plan of action which would address the issue on a permanent basis. ଥାନା ପାଖରୁ Mr. ADM, we're calling this matter on 23rd.
Okay, sir, noted, sir.
We are calling this matter on 23rd because this is a very serious issue. So would like to see what steps you have taken and what you are proposing to do.
Yes, sir. Yes.
इंग्लिश ट्रांसलेशन कर देइथिले बड़ा भलो होता कारण हठात गोटे ये कला बेलू ताको
सर हटात आज आसला पेपर
गोटे इंग्लिश ट्रांसलेशन करे केस समय लागियो
नेक्स्ट टाइम हम करेंगे
सर
नेक्स्ट टाइम को ट्रांसलेट कर दो
खाली जाइके से विजिट करिकरी देखंतु हटात द फैसिलिटीज ता परिसा देखि
हमर लेडी
खाली रहिबे से
एडवोकेट्स कमिटी रे
मैडम पदाने महापात्र सेक्रेटरी शी इज आल्सो मेंबर ऑफ दैट ग्रुप
खाली जीव
शी इज आल्सो शी विल आल्सो बी देयर
आउ जण भी एडीएम भी लेडी अछि
council of this court and member of the advocates committee paper office bearer
he is joint secretary
joint secretary of Orissa High Court Bar Association shall accompany the shall be part of the team making Salabada Women's College tomorrow. Kindly coordinate Mr. Naik, you kindly with AGA Mr. Naik.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. वो सारे एजीएम का सारा कथा बता है कि सर ताको नंबर आने के लिए सर वेल कॉन्टेक्ट
कहिए मैडम फोन so tentatively 10 o'clock madam kindly
Yes.
go please find out what is their difficulty what they want so that
Yes.
right from the wheelchair to washroom to classroom दे जो दरकार ये सब जिंस रैंप गुडा कर सब जिंस देखि कि नहीं आपण ये करी तम कहले
because
that is to be done
we call the Odisha उनको तो बोलते हैं that's very much sir so this is creating a problem वहाँ college otherwise old then urgent also find out what is the position in Ramadevi Bhubaneswar Ramadevi रे आपण के level रे just kindly find out these are two premier institutions only dedicated to women students. So Ramadevi and Salabada. So what has happened in Ramadevi? Because whatever orders we passed,
नथिबो सेट भी नहीं सर ओठी नहीं एटा सर आ संगे भी सर टिके ऐड कर देबा सब इंस्टीट्यूशन
आसु रिपोर्ट टा पळे
सर एटा हो सर ओके गोटी सर सर जुरिडिक्शन कर हो करबा
beyond Cuttack, Mr. Das, numberless court.
Sir, another issue is solar.
The two more issues I have filed memos.
Sorry, good afternoon. Sorry,
Next week.
Sir, I'm just very small and important issue.
Dita issue में भी दो चला next week राशियों.
How they do? Sir, इतना नहीं. Sir, मैं खाली oral सुन.
Next week list है.
Issue is the noise pollution. Sir, आमे दीटा कथा करथिले आपण डायरेक्शन देथिले गोटे होय सर चांदनी चौक थारु नेम चौड़ी आ गोटे थला सर मंगलाबाग कंटेनमेंट सर सिटी हॉस्पिटल टा सर रही जाई साइलेंस जोन सर सेटा टे नॉलेज सर देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स सर मु खाली सिटी हॉस्पिटल को पास बिकॉज़ सिटी हॉस्पिटल पेशेंट्स आर देयर सिटी सर साइलेंस जोन सेफ सिटी हॉस्पिटल 50 मीटर पछो को 50 मीटर आगो को you can imagine the situation Durga Bazaar city hospital only city hospital.
No, what is the direction in respect of other places?
Other places sir date ta thila sir mo bhuli jai ki achi last date re sir order ta thila 4/9 ki kebe thila 4/9 bode thila sir setere thila amane Chandni Chowk pauru nem chowdi silence zone rahba high court dekri
we passed the order
apan karthile sir seta apan dita jaga karthile eta sir escape ha sir form 4/9 re thila sir achi sir order
our bench has passed that order
apan that
please find out that
achi sir 4/9 re achi pura kaide सर सांगे गोटे सेकंड लागो 4/9 मु भाबु अछि देखते आपण करथले जे नॉइज पोल्यूशन साइलेंस जोन करथले
no noise pollution general आपण जो कहितले ना साइलेंट ये डिक्लेयर
सेटा नहीं दीटा जगह करथले आपण सर से माने एफिडेविट देथिले डीसीपी देथिले एफिडेविट तबरे से माने सेटा करथले खाली गोटे जगह सर सिटी हॉस्पिटल टा रहि जाय छै सर
मिस्टर दास we I think कोठी हमें ସେମିତି କିଛି ଅର୍ଡର କରିନୁ
କାଢିଦେବି
ଯଦି
ସାର୍
ବାହାର କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ତାହେଲେ ନେକ୍ସଟ ୱିକରେ ଆମେ ତ ବସୁଛୁ ତାକୁ କରିବା
ହଁ ସାର୍ ସେଇଟା ସାର୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ ଇଜ କେବେ ଏଇଟା ଆସିବ ପୁଣି ନେକ୍ସଟ ୱିକ୍ 23 ରେ
ମିଷ୍ଟର ମିଶ୍ର
ନାଇଁ ସାର୍
memo
କାଳୀ
ଅଛି
ପୂଜା
next week.
ତାର ଇଂଲିଶ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଲେସନ କରିକି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ
English
କାଳୀ ପୂଜା ସରିଯାଇଥିବ ତା ପୂର୍ବରୁ
ଡେଟଟାକୁ ଇଏ ହଉ।
Pilot and file.
23 ରେ କାଳୀ ସରିଯାଇଥିବ କୁଆଡେ?
ହଁ ସାର୍ କାଳୀ ପୂଜା ସରିଯାଇଥିବ ସାର୍ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି ସାର୍ ମୁଁ କାହିଁ କହୁଛି ରିଜିନ୍ ବିହାଇଣ୍ଡ ଦେଖୁନ 4 ରେ ଅଛି
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଶ୍ରେଣୀ କଣ ସରିବ? 23
ଦି ତିନି ଦିନ ମୁଁ କାଢେ ସାର୍
କୋଉଠି ଆମେ ସେ ଅର୍ଡର କରିଛୁ ଆମେ ତ
ସାର୍ ଅଛି ସାର୍ ଆପଣ ସାର୍ କରିଛନ୍ତି ସାର୍ ମୁଁ କାଲି କାଢିଛି ପରା ସାର୍ କାଳୀ ପୂଜା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଦରକାର ପଡେ ପଲ୍ୟୁସନ ଡିପାର୍ଟମେଣ୍ଟ ଟୁ ଡାଇରେକ୍ସନ ସୁପ୍ରିମ କୋର୍ଟ सिटी हॉस्पिटल नहीं साउंड म्यूजिक इटा सर 312 सर ऑर्डर नंबर 312B7
हाँ
ऑर्डर नंबर 312
देखिए
4 नरे
तुरंत
सर गोटे सेकंड लागियो सर इंपोर्टेंट
312 कोड हम लिख
312B
बी
हाँ
हाँ
लेटर इश्यूड टू ऑल IACs
तुरंत ठीक है
सर
କୋଉ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ
सर मु कहूଛି
ସେଟା
ଯେ
ବାହାର
ଏଟା
କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି,
ଚାରି
order
ନ-
ଅଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସାମ୍ନାରେ। ଏଇଠୁ ବାହାର କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି।
କାଢୁନ ସେଟା 312 ବି ମୁଁ ମୋର ଖାତାରେ ଟିପିଛି କାଲି
ନାଇଁ, ନାଇଁ, ଠିକ ଅଛି।
କାଢିବାର ମତେ ଆସେନି ସେଟା କାଢିବାର
300 ଏସି କୁଆଡେ ଗଲା କି
312 ବି ସେ ପିଲା କୁଆଡେ ଗଲା
ପିଲା କୁଆଡେ ଗଲା
312 ବି କାଢିଲ ହଁ नो साउंड म्यूजिक चांदनी चौक छक टू मंगलाबाग
Hello, this is page 39 of
पेज 39 सर सर मो काली पार्ट
Roman 7 small
Just a minute.
312
साउंड अच्छा म्यूजिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट शैल बी प्लेड इन रेस्ट्रिक्टेड जोन ये सर एटा थिला याको एफिडेविट
affidavit
ତାଙ୍କ
court
affidavit
ହେଇଥିଲା,
ଥିଲା
ସେଇଟା- ସେଇଟା that's been performed.
on. So in case any sounds of beyond so on so sure. In case of any violation of this so on so, all the musical instruments shall be ceased so on so.
सर पहिले
No sound of Chandni.
7 5 7 रोमन
High Court shop, Howrah, Motor shop to Cantonment Road, SC Medical College, Cuttack shop. ये इतनी बड़ा अच्छी
ଅଛି सर
ଏଟା ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି affidavit।
ଖାଲି ଗୋଟେ ସାର୍ ଜାଗାଟା ଛାଡି ଯାଇଥିଲେ ସିଟି ହସ୍ପିଟାଲ ସାର୍
Evening.
DCP କି ଡାକିଲେ
ଅଛନ୍ତି କଣ
The DCP to somebody is there. DCP to is on some medical issue he had called me.
Okay. Anybody is present?
Oh, well, somebody should.
ସେ କଲେକ୍ଟର ଥିଲେ
DCP is on leave.
No. He had called me saying that he had gone to the hospital for something.
No. Anybody else who is present?
He also said that.
କଲେକ୍ଟର ଦେଖିଲେ କଲେକ୍ଟର କହିଲା ସେଲେକ୍ଟର
Nah, well, then I'll my
କଲେକ୍ଟର
lord may kindly issue the order. I'll coordinate and
କଲେକ୍ଟର ଥିବେ ତାଙ୍କୁ କହିଲେ
call it to ADM.
ଏଡିଏମ୍ ହଁ ଏଡିଏମ୍ କହିଲେ
এটা কোড করে দেবে এই ওটা এটা কি ফাইল করছিল affidavit?
DCP file.
Yes. এটা ডিসিশন করে ফাইল
ହଁ ସାର୍ ଏଡିଏମ୍ ମିଷ୍ଟର ଟୋପୋ ଇଜ ଦେयर
ডিসিশন করো উপরে জানি বিজ্ঞান এটা কেতে ছিল এটা
এটা କେତେ କୋଉ ଲାଇନରେ ଥିଲା କହ 312 B पेज 39
কোড নাই
रोमन
This
7
is affidavit dated 3/9/25. 3/9/25 filed by the DCP.
7 बराबर no sound music instruments shall be played in restricted zone such as
We said we still, somebody should have been there, but since there is no issue today.
No, it's all right. I can think Topo, Mr. Topo can also pass necessary
I'll coordinate with the DCP immediately after the session is over.
Additional DCP ଥିବେ ତମେ କହିଲେ
But Mr. Topo is there on behalf.
He's
Yes,
there,
yes,
sir.
he's there. Mr. Topo,
Sir,
are you able to hear us?
yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, yes.
Is Mr. Topo, this so far as this it is being a concern is expressed that though the city hospital area comes under this the red zone, but because it is not mentioned, there is no restriction in that area.
About the sound and
Sound
music
and the-
instrument paid, that should not, that is mentioned so far as some specific areas are concerned in the affidavit of the DCP,
Yes.
that whosoever plays the music or sound
instrument.
and instruments, etc., musical instrument, beyond that prescribed sound limit, then those musical instruments shall be seized and legal action shall be taken. So those restricted areas zone has been mentioned as Chandin Chowk, Nimchodi, High Court Chowk, Howrah Motor Chowk to Cantonment Road, SCB Medical Kathak Chowk. They are saying that this city hospital is also one of the it should be also similar restrictions should be maintained there also.
Patients are suffering last.
Yes, sir, I'll talk to the DCP, sir, accordingly, restriction will be imposed.
100 meters ଭିତରେ sir
Whatever restriction is there in
That is
as far as
there.
other places is concerned, same
Same,
restriction.
same.
Taking the city hospital as the center point.
center point, yes.
This side, that side.
Yes, sir. हाँ sir.
Entire area.
चल. सर आगे करें.
While in his affidavit, the DCP Cutter, in his affidavit relating to control of air, in his affidavit dated 3/9/25 relating to control of air and noise pollution, has indicated the restricted zones in which no sound or music instrument shall be played. On perusal of this, it is brought to the notice of this court by the advocate, by the members of the advocate committee, that inadvertently the city hospital, inadvertently city hospital has not been mentioned therein. The paragraph 7 of the affidavit, which is germane for the purpose, is extracted here under. Taking into account that city hospital has Mr. Topo, the ATM Cutter, who is also the nodal officer on behalf of the district administration, is present virtually, and also assures this court that necessary steps in this regard in issuing the directions shall be passed by tomorrow, within a day or two, since indoor patients since indoor patients are admitted in city hospital, keeping their welfare in view, they said the city hospital be taken as the central point for imposition of the desired restrictions for playing of musical instruments, as has been done in case of other places, as mentioned in the paragraph quoted here in above. The steps taken, the learned AGA, Shri Nayak, is called upon to coordinate with the concerned officials in this regard and take necessary follow-up action to ensure that the restrictions pertaining to the areas as mentioned in the paragraph above also applies in equal measure to city hospital and areas in and around the city hospital as per the restricted zone regulations in place. What is the area? How much is the area?
Typically 100 meters of deep water. Radius,
What is the radius?
Radius of 100 meters. So taking city hospital center point, restricted zone will be 100 meters along that.
No, 100 meters within 100-meter radius. No, is that the government notification?
No, that I find. Exact notification will find.
As per the restricted area.
ये बुझिकिन कहिबेर mention कर.
My lord, in that road, immersion procession will go.
No, that will not.
Material. Sound restriction for sound restriction because of medical.
Yes.
I may be pardoned to make mention, my lord. This matter is Jodasaya, my lord. Jodasaya, there is an order of this honorable court. The Jodasaya should not be filled up and construction should not be done in that. But continuously it is going on. In the last occasion and on 12th, there is a report.
But we have no time today.
No, sir. Next week, my lord, is a very serious matter. Water logging problem is going on. Copy have already been served on the AG as well as the Cuttack Municipal Corporation.
That is also a serious issue.
Very serious issue, ma'am. And the matter is also pending. The issue has already been decided by this honorable court.
My lord.
Next
My
date,
lord,
matter be
Next week.
My lord,
remind your lordship.
Of directions.
On the last occasion, I have made a prayer for lordship.
That Satyavartha Stadium, no washroom performed.
ରୁହନ୍ତୁ ଟିକେ ମୁଁ କୁହେ
leftover issue ଅଛି ଆଜି ରହିଗଲୁ ଗୋଟେ ଜାଗାରେ ତାପରଠୁ ତ serially ନିଆ ହଉଛି କଣ କରାଯିବ
plus leftover issue number 2
some matters are taking time what can we do
These are also very important. Your lordships are very important matters.
plus leftover issue number 2 today plus last time I have made a mention for lordship that matter may kindly be taken up as the first item on 30th plus त्रिशूल पर नजर पड़ुने आज्ञा with due apology plus
ଆଉ ତ ବର୍ଷା ନାହିଁ ପାଣି ନାହିଁ ଅସୁବିଧା କଣ
ଶୁଖିଯିବ ପାଣି ନା ପୁରା ଶୁଖିଯିବ
there is no adequate security arrangement in the Sahoo Hon'Ble.
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଟିକେ ରୁହନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ତ୍ରିଶୂଳ କର ଆମେ ଶିଶୁ ନେଇଗଲେଣି
हेलो घर तो रानी करू पहले क्या रखियो